Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Cipher Drive. So the next thing I'd like to do, if you're following along from the last episode, is we got the error, um, bitmap and error font built in. I want to trigger them to make sure that they actually, work. So, to trigger the error image, what I'll want to do is, first I need to go to the asset helper here and say, look, this here needs to know if the node it got is no good somehow. So how does that work? How does get node work? Asset nodes. So we get the array of nodes. What I want to do is say that these are the nodes, and this is the node, and the node is going to equal the nodes plus the node ID minus 1, but only if, but I don't know if the node IDs actually have to come in sorted order or anything like that. So this might be more like get the node equals the node plus the node ID minus 1, and then I need to check if the node has any way of knowing its status. Node ID, first child, type. Do I have a type for there we go. So what I can do is get the node, and then I'm going to go look. If the node type equals asset type error, then let the node equal 0. No. I'll return the node anyway, but you, the user, need to check the type and see if it's an error. Or what I'll do is I'll make a new version. I think it's like get allocated node, active node, maybe. And it's going to look the same as this. And what it's going to do is it's going to get the node that you asked for. And then if the node type does not equal asset type error, it's going to set the node back to 0 and return the node. Okay, so now I have a way of indicating, look, I want to get a node, and I want that node to be something that actively has an asset on it. Now I can go back to the asset helper, and the idea is going to be that we'll start with image index equals 0, and the goal is going to be sort of like get a node. If the node does not equal 0, don't know what that is, but it's weird. Oh, I know what it's for. Image index equals asset ID. This, of course, is and node type equals asset type image. Then image index equals node asset ID. Result equals get image by index. That we're going to do either way. Okay, there we go. active node. There we go. Brilliant. Alright. And now what I can do is just give an asset ID for something other than an image, and it should show me the error image. So, to do that, let me go to CD CPP, and let me look for where I'm using the Sheila index to draw the player. And I'll just put in a debug font instead and say, hey, show me the debug font. When I'm using the draw image thing, that should lead to me seeing the error image. That's just leading me to seeing the error image everywhere. Get active node. Okay. If it does equal the error, I want you to do that. If it's not the error, let's keep the node, okay? Interesting. Alright, would like to make sure we're not getting any manifest bugs, and then I'll try again. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so, make sure if I turn the manifest on real quick, so that if it loads from the manifest, we don't have some kind of crazy thing going on. Okay, perfect. So now, we'll switch this back to working correctly. And we want to make sure that the font also works. Now the way the debug font works is it's just a goofy looking font. And so we'll have to go to where we use the font, which is mostly in the hierarchy editor. Debug font. And somewhere around here, we'll have to do something like yep, switch it so we can switch these all out at once. That should not be a problem. And then let's try to render our fonts this way. Now the problem is right now this does not have a get font by asset ID thing going on, so I'm not sure when we do string what actually happens. Let's go to the render string helper do string get image by asset ID. What do I write into the image? I write the right. So this one up here is not doing that. This is getting the font index and putting it onto string get font by asset ID font get font by asset ID manifest bank asset ID font index. font, get font by index, font index, how are we looking? Font index, get font by index, oops, sorry for bumping that all the time, people. Font index, get font by asset ID. Oh, that's a good question. Right. Render image. Yes, that's the right way to do it. Okay. Image index is in fact getting by index. There we go. I'd like to go back to the helper and just double check that everything I did there made sense. So font index, get font by asset ID. Font, get the advance. If the advance is not equal 0, then we go across the entire string and create a series of render glyphs. And there we go, that's the error font. It's all cursive-y. So perfect. Okay. Hierarchy editor, debug font. Oh wait, no. Font ID debug font. So that's good. We've got that in there. That means we're pretty much done fixing up how the asset system was meant to work to the new system, so that everything can run through an asset manifest. Now, I had a second thing that I thought we should look at. And we still have 15 minutes. You know what I'd like to look at right now is there's this dumb thing called the meta asset bank. And I can't entirely understand why it's separate from the asset bank. If this were just zeroed out, it would make no difference. Okay, good, because I don't like this file. Cool. Okay, that was easy. What else do I want to work on? We need to be able to, drag and drop PNGs into the game and have them convert into the bitmap format that we're using, and the same thing with TTF files if we want to add fonts to the game at runtime. So we could look at that. In between, I guess there's a little bit of renaming left to do that I'd like to get done. So node ID is correct. Asset index would be more correct name here. Unclear to me why we don't just say take this and throw in an type option. Speaking of type, also unclear to me why none of these are just U32. Don't know about node ID. I'll look into that separately. So this could be written that way. Alright, so that's pretty good. Just gotta make sure we're putting the right type on here. Cool. Okay, so I'm happy with that. So far we've got, what did we do today? We got the error image stuff working. We cleaned up some name stuff with regards to the asset nodes. Let's see if there's any more name cleanup we can do there. Expansion space is fine. That's for future expansion of the size of nodes without having to do a conversion. Not seeing anything else to do in terms of naming stuff. The next big thing I want to mess with is dropping PNGs and TTF. So I'm going to save that for a future day, and I will see you guys then. Bye bye.